So let's talk a little bit more about those customers. I want to give you almost some warnings about potential customers and their feedback, and that I don't want you to sort of get down the rabbit hole going off of feedback of people who maybe their opinion doesn't quite matter as much as what you should be focusing on. So that'll be a bit more clear here in a moment when we talk about it. So there's three things that come to mind when it comes to customers. So first of all, those first customers you get. So you round up all these people who want your product right out of the gate. What you have to realize is that they're risk takers. They're taking a gamble on your company. So they've signed up for your newsletter and your emails, and once the product launches, they want to be the first ones to have it. They want the cool new thing that you're building. Those people are risk takers, and they want to be ahead of the curve. And good for them. I mean, and they are customers technically, but those probably are not your ongoing customers. Those are, again, just those early adopters who just want the cool new technology. You won't always get repeat business out of them. And remember, ultimately, we want to build a foundation of customers and get their trust and their ongoing business. So those early adopters will bounce on to the next new cool thing, unfortunately. Some of them, not all of them. Another thing to keep in mind is people tend to just placate you, and I kind of mentioned one of the other videos. You know, if you ask somebody, you know, what do you think of this? People always want to be nice. They'll say, that sounds awesome, that's terrific, I would definitely buy it. You know, I love it, that's the best thing ever, depending on how far they want to take it. People don't always tell the truth. Certainly you do get the occasional like 1 in 10 person who will give you honest feedback. And that's really the most valuable feedback, is the honest feedback that you receive from somebody. A bunch of people just being yes men and telling you that is a cool product, like I love it, I definitely want to, you know, buy it as soon as it comes out. Well, one, they might not buy it as soon as it comes out, they're just being nice to you. And two, they might not even think it's that cool. So don't pin your hopes and dreams too much on people, you know, just being overly nice to you. And then lastly, when you're asking people for feedback, so whether it's just based on your idea or in the future when your product or service actually comes out and people are using it, you say, hey, tell me what you think of it. You got to remember, people are focused on themselves. They're not focused on your company as a whole and making it better and thinking about what's good for the bigger picture. They're thinking about themselves. So maybe there's an aspect of your app that doesn't quite fit what they want to do. So they give you an idea. They say, hey, you should tweak this to work this way. That doesn't mean you should definitely do it. You don't have to take everyone's feedback to heart. You need to think about what's the bigger picture and what really works in the long run. Now, certainly if you get a lot of people giving you feedback about one aspect, maybe it's something you do need to change. But in the sort of interim, I wouldn't just jump on every bit of feedback and start making changes to your product or service. So keep those things in mind about your customers. Think about it from their perspective, and, you know, where they're coming from. And just take things with a bit of a grain of salt, and not to discount anyone, but I just want you to be realistic and thinking about things. And ultimately what you're trying to build is sort of brand recognition, build a good quality product, build good reviews for your product, and get out there and continue selling and growing your business.